She walked into the restaurant dressed in ordinary clothes, her diamond necklace tucked safely away, her designer purse swapped for a simple handbag. Tonight, she wanted no one to know who she really was. A millionaire, testing how the world treated those who appeared to have nothing. She ordered a steak, her eyes glancing around the room, unnoticed. But when the waiter returned, he didn't just bring her food. He leaned closer and whispered 5 words that froze her in place. 5 words that would haunt her forever. What did he say? And why did it change everything? Her name was Amelia. By day, she was known for her wealth, lavish charity events, expensive cars, and the kind of lifestyle most people only dreamed of. But lately she felt disconnected. Did people care for her, or just her money? That question weighed on her heart until she decided to try an experiment, disguise herself as an ordinary woman. That evening, Amelia walked into a modest steakhouse on the city's quieter side. The place was cozy, dimly lit, filled with the chatter of families and workers unwinding after long shifts. No one looked twice at her plain clothes or tired face. For the first time in years, she blended in. A young black waiter named James approached her table with a genuine smile. His uniform was slightly worn, his hands calloused from long hours, yet his eyes carried warmth. "Good evening. What can I get for you?" he asked kindly. She ordered a steak, medium rare, simple, no wine, no sides, just steak. She wanted to see how it felt to be treated like everyone else. But as James walked away, Amelia noticed something about him. He carried himself with dignity, but there was a heaviness in his step, as though life had handed him more struggles than most. She didn't know it yet, but their brief encounter was about to reveal more about humanity than any fortune ever could. As Amelia sat waiting, she watched James moving from table to table. He served with patience, always polite, always smiling, even when a customer snapped at him for something trivial. She wondered how many times he endured disrespect simply because of his skin color or because he was a server, not someone of status. The steak arrived. Amelia thanked him softly. James nodded but didn't leave right away. He studied her for a moment, not with judgment, but with something deeper. Then, almost hesitantly, he asked, "Rough day?" Amelia was caught off guard. She had come here expecting to go unnoticed, yet here was someone seeing right through her. She forced a smile. "Something like that?" James gave a gentle nod, as though he understood far more than she said. He turned to leave, but paused. Then he leaned in, close enough that only she could hear. His voice was quiet, but firm. "We are all the same." 5 words. That was it. Amelia froze. She didn't know why those words struck her so hard. Perhaps because they challenged everything she had been feeling, that the world only valued wealth, that people treated others differently based on status or race. Yet here was this man, a waiter, reminding her of the truth she had long forgotten. She tried to shake it off. Maybe he didn't mean anything profound. Maybe it was just something he said to comfort strangers. But those words echoed in her mind with every bite she took. We are all the same. The longer she sat there, the more she observed. A couple at the next table ignored James when he spoke. Another customer barely looked at him while ordering. And yet he remained calm, steady, kind. His respect for others wasn't dependent on how they treated him. That's when Amelia realized this man lived the words he spoke. As Amelia finished her meal, she couldn't hold back. When James returned to clear the table, she asked, "Why did you say that to me?" "Those 5 words?" He paused, meeting her gaze. His expression was calm, but his eyes carried years of experience. "Because too many people forget it," he said. "Some look at me and see a skin color, some see a waiter, someone beneath them. But at the end of the day, whether you're rich or poor, black or white, we all bleed the same, we all want respect, we are all the same." Tears welled in Amelia's eyes. She had come here to test others, but instead, she had been tested. This man, working long hours just to get by, carried more wisdom than most of the wealthy people she knew. That moment, she wanted to reveal herself, to tell him she wasn't who she seemed, that she was a millionaire in disguise. But something stopped her. This wasn't about her wealth. This was about truth. The room seemed to blur as his words sank in. She had chased fortune and recognition, yet here was a reminder that the greatest value wasn't in riches, but in dignity, humanity, and respect. Amelia left a generous tip on the table, so large it could cover James's rent for months. But before she walked out, she wrote a note on the receipt. "Thank you for reminding me of what matters most. We are all the same." James never knew who she really was. He never knew the woman he served that night had the power to change lives with her wealth. And Amelia never told him, because the lesson wasn't about money. It was about humility, respect, and seeing people for who they are, not what they have. As she stepped into the night, Amelia felt lighter. For years she had lived in a world of excess, surrounded by people who measured worth in dollars. But 5 simple words from a humble waiter cut through all the noise. We are all the same. It was a truth that money couldn't buy, a truth that could change how the world looked at one another, if only people were willing to listen. And so, she carried those words with her, not as a millionaire, but as a human being. Because sometimes the richest lessons come from the most unexpected places,